I don't know why it resetted my screen. It's actually pretty weird. So let's look and see before we start the game. I haven't played this game in, I think, 2 or 3 months or something like that. So, oh yeah, this is looking good. I also wanted to actually have quality options on my streams. Nope, I don't. But never mind that. Now it's at least looking fine, so that's great. So in order to play this, I will reset my previous game and start a new one, because why not? It's randomized, it's permadeath, and that's really what we want and need. So play the game. And reset, yes. So what do we have? Press enter to continue. And we're going to board first ship. Actually, I think I'll stick with Kyle for this one. I will rename this guy. 8-bit. Because Memories in 8-bit is the guy who got me interested into this game, and this guy's going to be myself. So what do we have? We have 8-bit being the generator guy, he's the gather and sensor guy, and then we have one guy with motion and tau. So that's better than nothing. That's also really the only thing that I always disliked about Duskers, that well, you always have the basic stuff that you need with generator and gather. You sometimes don't have motion, you sometimes don't have interface, for example, if you try to hack yourself into one of the ship's computers and stuff like that. And thanks Flails for the host. So I have to get familiar with the controls again, just a little bit. Wait a moment. Pretty damn high CPU load. Hope it's working better now. Not actually showing the preview. And oop. So exit help info, I think that was it. Power inlet and a ship upgrade. Repower, use tau, salvage. Okay. That's fuel. And we got also a jump cell. That's not too bad. I think for the first ship you enter, you don't really have to worry too much about stuff like that. So let's see. How do you move around? Crap. Wait, let me take a look. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. And navigate. Navigate 3 to R2. One really has to remember the commands, right? Don't think motion is going to output much. Okay, D4 is at least safe, so we know that. However, we don't know if anything is in here, for example. And there we have I think it's some sort of ventilation shaft. Could be wrong about that. So let's see. Yeah, we can't really do much with that. Because we can't interface with that thing. Okay. As usual, that thing down there is not... We don't really know if there's anything in there. So let's see. Let's just go in there for the sake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's exactly the problem. Oh, oops. Okay, we can instantly reset this because I lost all my drones. And tapped in the wrong command. So that's stuff that can happen in this game, especially if you completely forgot the commands. End was the command I was trying to type in. So that was my fault. Sorry. Let's go with our previous names. Actually, what does lure do? Drops the lure which attracts nearby genic threats. That could be useful. Good. Also, Kai is going in at 130 health. That's quite a lot. Carlos has a little bit of scrap. Let's see, what does this guy have? Activate a sonic pulse that repels organic threats. That sounds useful. Give that to me. And she was probably going in for the other guys. So get all. Oh, come on. Get it. Nice. We're going to need scrap like that in order to repair your drones, or build new upgrades, prepare your upgrades, and so on and so forth. So, kind of important to gather, that was also important to get your hands on stuff like this. Right, you don't always have to carry them around with you. That ain't looking good. So let's open D7. Let's see if we can actually get this thing out of there. Good. I hope I'm not standing in the way. I am standing in the way, but okay, we know this room is safe. Oh, that was good. Now we're we're going to wait for D7 to become red again. Great. And let's hope this was the only enemy within this room, because if not, we're going to have a big problem. It looks like it. And there's also nothing else in here. We pretty much discovered this whole ship here. And I think it was actually end, wasn't it? Yep. And he's stuck. Come on. Go home. Great. So let's see what we gathered. Sonic upgrade and shield upgrade. We gathered 5 scrap, 1 jump fuel and 1 P fuel for travel. And that's not looking too bad, I'd say. No data ever. So the objective of this game is to figure out what happened to this galaxy. And for example, I'd like to know what is that. Outpost requires transporter. Okay. The best thing we can do is move on. Travel to the Hemsley. Military infestation types 1. Volatile. Oh, this is not looking good. I always thought I'm always starting in the easy galaxy because I set the... I did set the options to do that. But who knows? We'll see how far we're going to get here. Anyway, I don't actually think... Let me take that off him. Give it to him. Sonic sounds useful. I actually think I'm going to get rid of Lure so that I still have 2 slots to, or 3 slots rather, to gather new items and new abilities. So let me see. A1. At least we're getting a lot of scrap, that's good. What is that? It's red, as I think it's broken. Yeah, ship upgrade, quarantine bypass destroyed. And just tower and destroy ship upgrades. So let's see. The problem I have right now is that what I actually wanted to do was to bring that enemy in R9 to move to R10, because we don't really have any use for R10, right? But can't really do that. Let me see something. Navigate 3 to R3. Okay, so that neighboring room is definitely clean as well. So what I'm probably going to do is going to close that, move him out. Go into that room first. Getting way too much jump fuel right now. Anyway, close D12. Move 3. Oops. Navigate 3 to R7. This should do the trick. And open D4. Now open D5. See if there's anything coming through there. Doesn't look like it. Let's close D5 again. 1. Move on to D13. And let's see if we have anything in here. Really don't, and I have enough reason to believe that E5 is safe. Question is how long. So let's see. Open D13 and then open D7. See if we can actually make the move between two rooms. So the idea about what I'm doing right now is trying to get whatever is in this room, which interestingly enough has an open door over there. Trying to get it into R9. Oh, great. So that's good. At least I believe that's good. Check. There could be multiple enemies in one area. Especially coming through stuff like this. But I don't think I can take even with me. That's a little bit sad because I don't have anyone who can Tau. It's practically impossible for me to do that, but maybe it does have an upgrade or two. Sensor, always nice. Okay. That's broken too. And let's navigate 3 to... I think this is R5. This is one of the problems the games has. Great. You cannot use some keyboard shortcuts because it's made for an American keyboard and it doesn't accept, I think, shift keys or something like that. So that's a tiny bit annoying, but that's all we can do in here. And swap. Stun. And that thing is broken, but we can actually turn that into scrap. So that's good. And let's see, let's go for end. Now really hope the stream is running okay. Looks like it at least. and exit. So, let's see drone config. Oh, I did have Tau. Oh god, I'm so stupid. Could have taken it with me and turned him into scrap. Never mind, mistakes were made. Right? So let's see. Modifications, upgrades. Don't really want to repair that. It's giving me free scrap, so that's good. Take a look at. Oh, I will love it. Motion. Oh, that's still looking good. Don't like this failure probability because it's going up extremely quickly, and once the thing breaks, you have to make a new one. Anyway, let's execute this. What do we have here? Space station. Station type 1. Visited force, yeah. I really wonder what that thing over there is. Never seen something like that. Outpost requires transporter. But since we only have 4 of 6 propulsion fuel, we won't have that many possibilities, right? We can travel here. We want to travel to as many ships as possible. So before we waste here, we have 2 left, plus 1. And then this. And then that's it. And I was actually kind of inclined to go to that thing. And it's pretty unlikely that we find enough propulsion fuel to get to all of this stuff. So, well, never mind. Come on, let's travel there. And board that thing. Yep, that's looking fine. Oh, and we got a report, so that was worth it. Observation report. We're a little unsure how the rat got down there. Most probably an escapee from the labs. Decomposition is isolated to lower abdomen, but is inconsistent with the rest remains. A seemingly foreign viscous material covering what may... I guess the last part is potential. Won't. Inconsistent decomposition comparable to theoretical discussion in Grey Goo Theory Index. There have been some concerns regarding the molecular assemblers that, whatever, aboard the vessel. And with the rate of decomposition being so peculiar, I recommend an immediate report be sent to Leyland Corp. Something isn't right, and I fear then we need to do something. Still relevant to Grey Goo due to mention of Leyland and assemblers submitted to supplemental, unable to determine further course of action. Yeah, so that's the storyline in this game, right? You travel around trying to figure out what happened to the galaxy while you were away, and you send in your drones into broken ships and broken space stations to gather all the things you need for your own survival, to gather things to keep your mission going, and pretty much try to do your job, right? And you always gather some piece of information from certain ships that you enter. You can see that here with communication found in archive, and most of them are corrupted. And the longer you play the game, actually this part, as far as I know, this whole part remains the same. So you always keep the data you've collected in previous playthroughs, even if you reset. So the more you play this and the more galaxies you visit, the more spaceships you go through, the more information about what happened in this galaxy or in this universe you'll gather and piece all the stuff together until you finally figured out what really happened. At least I hope there's some way to figure out what really happened. Not quite sure about that. But maybe I should just ask Chris about it, since he was playing the game for 74 hours. And quite frankly, this game is made in a way that you actually just have to play it for long enough to get enough data and enough information, so who knows. Good thing Kyle is such a small dude. Oh, nice. Ah. Some P fuel, that's good. We need this. Now let me check. Navigate 3 to R2. This is really a small ship, isn't it? Ah, great. So wait, let me navigate 3-2 to R3. Nope. Motion. No, come on. D8. Now let's see if we can actually find something there. Not really. A little bit strange. Let me check this. Oops. There really isn't anything in there. I'm a little bit worried about... So wait, let me go... Navigate... Open A1. Okay. So that definitely wasn't good for us. And yeah, I think we can call it quits for this one. I should have docked at A4. Would have been simpler. Because the problem is we can't power up D7 without being in the next adjacent room. And that means we cannot actually get this thing out of there. There's no point in staying in this ship. We get one additional P fuel, which is good. One scrap, which is still okay-ish. Let me take a look. Let's actually repair this guy. execute. Which means we now have 4 P-fuel, which is good enough to travel to the places I wanted to go to. That's great. And it will also allow us to move to the next galaxy because we have enough jump fuel. Ah, sad. No uncorrupted data found. Ah, come on, close the door. Great. Let's move on. At least to the parts that we can see. Let me check this. Navigate 3 to R9. Close D4, close D5. And motion. And D12. Well, let's see if we can get the enemies in there. If we can. Good. And hope that there was only one enemy in there. So okay, this. What's that? Ship upgrade cannon. Permanent. Cannot use tower. Upgrade permanently installed. Okay. It's not really satisfying. Because the big problem with this stuff is that for example, if I'd open A3 now, I could cause the room to be cleared, but also all the scrap in that room might be gone then. And that would be most unpleasant. So let me check something. Navigate 3 to... What's that? R10, okay. Navigate 3 to R10. And let's use motion again. Let's check. So if at any point there's something coming up in there, I will know about it. Or maybe I won't. Hmm. Well, at least we got ourselves a little bit of scrap. So, gather. Let's see what we can do. Pretty amazing how many rooms are down here. Oh, nice. So we got this. Ah. Oh, Luke. Nice to see you, man. Let's see, what does he have? Stun in perfect condition. That's not too shabby. So navigate free to R8. Oh wait, let me close. Just D80. And D8. Navigate free to R8. I hope that he's able to do this. And Tau. Okay. We get ourselves an upgrade, that's good. I always find it quite enjoyable how these drones move through this stuff. Tau. Navigate free to R8. Now we're going to tow that drone in as well. Maybe we can repair him with more drones. But we'll see. In worst case, we can always turn it into scrap, get a little bit of extra. Nice. So navigate free to R4 now, and use motion again. Motion is such a useful tool in this game. It's really a shame when it breaks. Okay. So we could close this and open D6. Nice. Please tell me he's not standing right in the middle. He is standing right in the middle again. Ah, this is also a way to waste your beloved motion. Oh well, what can you do? Nothing in there. Nothing in there either. So I suppose we actually found everything in the ship. Why did the enemies didn't die? Kyle is still there. And got ourselves a new drone partner, so that's good. Could be worse. And exit. Yeah, free scrap, that's not bad. Drone added to fleet, Luke. Upgrades required stun. Ship upgrade retrieved quarantine bypass. That's not bad. Let me see. Ten scrap, oh, that's quite expensive, no. I won't do that. Stuff is still good. We're still at 35. Oh, come on, let's invest that to get our 50 back. And what does it take to repair him? 13 scrap. And that's quite a lot. I'm not sure if I should do that, but why not? Come on, let's do it. Gives us one additional drone that we can work with, and great. So let's check. He can be our sensor drone. What sensor does, at least if I remember it correctly, is you pretty much have motion for one room, and you just drop it there, and the sensor will remain there. So if you pretty much drop a sensor in every room you go into, you get the same effect like motion, just better. Since I can't move over there, so it's the only way we can go right now. Let's see where that just brings us. Does this give us a free jump? I think so. Movement here, let me check something. Oh, I see. So I travel into a different galaxy. But right, objective. That was the thing I was looking for. So there are a couple of events that you can discover, right? And then you have several objectives on what to do. Locate and dock quarantine vessels, lure biological organisms into docking bay and secure, stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. But, I mean, obviously you could use lure, but I don't know how that works. I have to figure that out. Yeah, and then you have several supporting information on this stuff. I think I'm a little bit further here. Inferior index, cosmic event due to cosmic anomaly, radiation storm. Recommend course of action, gather additional observation and request outpost communication. So was something about a super predator, grey gog. That was stuff that we found before. Gather for the log data about molecular assemblers from space stations and or fuel depots. And what do I have here? Given assumed advances in nano, okay. Yeah, and there's I think a couple of stuff that you cannot really put together. But anyway, let's jump there. The fuck? What am I doing right now? That's the stuff. Okay. No, I don't want to. Oh right, that's the Stargate we were in, and that's the universe. Okay, sorry, I was a little bit confused. I've never actually run into a Stargate, so that's a new one to me. Yes, Yes, I think this should work out. Oh, nice. Nothing whatsoever can get out of the public. If anyone asks, this is an internal test procedure, maybe a risk assessment. It'll all be cleared shortly, just hold the fort. Hold the fort, for we are coming. The Union will be strong. Anyway. The brand to be lost, send me the press draft once it's completed. And we'll go from there. Cheers, Jerry. Relevant to Singularity due to Mutiki's source mention of risk assessment submitted as supplemental, unable to determine further course of action. Yeah. So the supplemental is just like a supporting. Whoa, holy cow. Okay. Ah, come on. This is something that can happen. They go out and then they just go straight back in again. Or maybe there are two switching or something like that. So let's continue our quest. D8. So we have in there. Yeah, we can't interface with that thing. Let's see and pray to God that there's really only this one thing in there. Because otherwise we're all dead. Let's close that one so we'll at least have one drone left. Oh! Okay. So that thing almost killed me. And we don't really have all that much scrap left. That's not good. What do you do with that thing now? Jesus Christ, I have to get through there somehow. In some way. This is a huge problem. I feel a little bit blocked. And I don't think I can use my shield to get through there without that thing really killing me. So, what do we do? Like, of course I could open D11 and pray to God that he's going out. But who can guarantee to me that that is going to work? I really want to go over there because I need this material. Crap, it's not good. Whoa. Did I stun myself? Yeah, I stunned myself. Ah, come on, stop stunning me. Crap. So we lost Kyle. I mean Luke. But it should be alright. Oh, okay, we lost our sensor ability. It's still making me a little bit sad. But really, what can you do? The problem is you can't get down there because there's something blocking your way. I think I've just done a huge mistake. Yeah, so that thing is blocking your way. Ah, crap. Yeah, there's no real need to keep this going. Can't save them. And, okay, so my longing for finding all of this stuff kind of actually broke me, because I can't repair shit right now, and I don't have any drones anymore. This is really making me feel like I should reset. It also it's also what the game actually says. If you feel like you can't continue, can't go on, reset. Yes. And while this is running, I'm actually going for a short smoke break. Be right back. See you in a couple of minutes. Oops, nope. It's the wrong source. That's the right source. So, be right back. my smoke break, and actually, because we don't have any people in chat right now, I think I can also talk a little bit about the new changes on Twitch, which are really nice. Because they now allow any Amazon Prime customer to get a Prime membership on Twitch as well, for free. And you even get a channel subscription for free every month, which is great. Alright, I should minimize this thing. So what do we have? We have Lure, we have Tau, Generator, Motion, and Gather. Well, actually, why not have the guy who's moving around with Motion? I actually feel like I should switch this. Generator over here, Tau out, and have Generator on Desroin this time, and let 8-bit do Tau and Lure. Simply because he has more health. So his theoretical chance of survival is higher. Which is great. Oh, and we actually got a communication right on the first ship. That's not bad. Let's see, yeah, but it could have been stopped. In fact, it could have been, I guess, it's prevented. And then something with monitoring system that can think about these things better than humans. No room for human error. It's not like an AI to ponder the meaning of life. We are simply talking security, safety, and navigation. So, and Jill's note to that is, use of meaning of life is incorrect. Meaning can only be constructed and cannot be pondered. And then we have something I can't read. People are dead, Joe. There's never been a more suitable time. Right now our rhetoric is strong. I have duty as scientists to try. We can get this contract. The government and then something with public facing on this. We can be that face. Relevant to singularity. The dimension of AI is submitted as supplement and never determine further course of action. So yeah, that's that. It's a bit difficult to actually get into a space where I can power up the generator and get still past my own character. That's a bit of a problem with the randomized part of this game. Great. Let's see, get in D8. Come on, close the door. Great. D15. So we can get her here. Hopefully a little bit of fuel. 1 day is of propulsion fuel. That's great. And a bit of that. And motion. So that's that, right? Let me see. Navigate. Two out into... What's that room? Is this R2? Nope. That's what I wanted. And navigate 1 into R1. Oh, navigate 1 into R1. That's the right thing to do. And what I want to do is I want to check the dock A2. I want to check R6 and R7. There's nothing in here either. But what we can do... Let's see if there's actually anything willing to go in there. Yep. So that was good. There was an enemy inside. Remote power. It's going to be useful. I have quite a bit of scrap in here as well. So, gather it all. And stock our ship there. Navigate 1 and 2 and 3 to R1. This should actually be okay, because now we're going to dock in A6. Now we can navigate 8-bit to R5. Ah, come on, open that gate. And use tau. And then exit. Great. So we got our first chip, get a little bit of data, and we have remote power. I'm going to install that. With that you can actually type in remote and activate a secondary power source without having your own guy walking into that room. Which is a really nice feature to have. So let me check. Medical. I don't think I'm actually going to travel there. And bought that ship. Oh, we got a little bit of communication at least. Oh, this is classic. Home stock ID isn't found anywhere in CIC records. Codability is growing shakier by the moment. Relevant to pandemic due to mention of homes. Submitted to supplemental, unable to determine further course of action. That's a little bit annoying to me. And there's yet again another room that I'd actually like to get into. Let's fire up the generator. Which is nice. We see dock A3. And use motion. Great. Good. Open free, get a Kyle, and move in. Nice. And get my hands on that scrap. Probe. Drops a probe which will explore rooms. That's useful. Okay. No, who's that anyway? Is his name Hawkey or something like that? Probably. Anyway, let's move to the very last room. Everything should work out. Oh. This could be dangerous. Okay, nothing in here. Actually, really isn't anything in here. Right, if I use motion, then I can only see, oh yeah, there's an enemy inside. Let's see if we can actually lock that guy in there. There's a big room, so I'm right now hoping that there are a little bit more scrap in there. Nope. Oops. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Those two rooms don't have any connection whatsoever. It's going to be a huge portion of the ship that we are not able to explore correctly. That's a little bit sad. Also, let me close this 17. That guy doesn't need to be in the open from any side whatsoever. I could be risking going through D22. And because this is a stream, why not? Let's try it. See what's in there. Not much. At least now we know that there is a door in there that we can't open yet because we don't have the power on it, but so you know there's really no way to get in there, so I guess I'm just calling quits for this ship. It's way too risky. Navigate 1 to R1. Dock in A1, click and let it be. Or maybe check if the adjacent room or to the left where we weren't can be made into something useful. I think that's the only thing that I'm going to check for now. And then move on. So dock A1. Navigate 1 to R3. Motion. Oh, that room's actually clear. Nice fuel. That's good. So it was definitely worth going in there. Yeah, and the problem is I can't find an additional power source right now. So it's not in R4, I believe. Because at least we can't check that, and don't really like the idea of going in there and risking my poor little drones So I'm just going to leave this here and leave that ship completely. And exit. Yeah, free scrap. No, now I have 10 scrap. Let's see, we have 4 plus 6. What is this up here? Auto trade. So that's nothing we want to go to. Guess we go here now. Because readers right, it's government C. So why not try this out? Probe. Yep. Why not give him probe? Don't think I'll ever use this, but why not? Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice. Anything else in here? Nope. Generator. Great, there's only one room and you can't really get them out of there. Because, let me show you something. If you open, for example, A4 and anything would have been that has been in there will now be gone, and that door is actually broken now as well. So that's that. And the only thing I could imagine that we could be doing would be to... yeah, use the docking mechanism. So go in here, use D5, motion, and open D7. And pray to God that it's turning red at some point. And then we're using the docking bay 3 to go in there and get all the scrap. That's my main objective. And you really have to be careful whenever you open one of those airlocks, because it might happen that the whole ship is going to disintegrate. And you don't want that. There seems to be nothing in there really. At least nothing that's willing to go out. Just now. Not a big fan of this. Let's navigate to R3. There really isn't anything in here. That's good. Nice. Good stuff. Don't cancel your navigation. Exit. That's the way to go. I do have 15 scrap now. That's great stuff. Let me see. Nine. No. Not really in need for this thing anyway. I guess this is actually going to end our venture in this galaxy, because we're now wasting 3. Wait, we have 3 plus 3, so we have enough to go to the next ship up there for 4. Just barely enough, but barely enough is still good enough. No communication found. Oh, there's so much scrap up there. Jesus H. Christ. Okay, so let's fire up the generator. Let's fire up the motion. Okay, there was nothing in D13, we checked that. Nice. This is going to be great. I actually wonder how they... or what it means when you can actually see that there's scrap in a room and you have like all this intelligence data. But that's a lot of scrap and we need stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And all those rooms are free actually up there. That's great. Let's hope there's something in there. That's the remote feature, and that's an extremely useful feature. Let me say that. Great. So what do we have here? Info? Yeah, we don't have interface yet. And if I click on motion, yeah, I can't see anything in here. So navigate 1 to R2. Close it. Motion. And let's open D18 and see if we can route anything out of that. Oh, and there was something in there. Gather all first. Let's see how much fuel we can actually get out of that. I guess nothing. Yeah. And remote. So remote R8. I actually wonder about something. We can't see what's in R9. Right? And we know that we actually got some enemies in R4, I believe. So is there anything that we could actually do to allow, for example, the Royan to use a probe? Or maybe even lure? Let me check this. What happens if I type in lure? Oh, I see. So wait a moment. Let me try something. Sadly, there was nothing in there. That's... Hey, Nick's nice to see you. Cannot use tower upgrade, finally installed. Oh, crap. Okay, I was thought I maybe could. If there's an enemy in there, I could lure it out. Wait a moment, we could actually try this. Navigate 1, 2, 3 to R9. So next, what I'm trying to do right now is trying to use those lure hooks, because there has to be an enemy somewhere in here. I want to see if I can actually lure them in. Ah, look. Oh crap. Yeah, but wasn't that my intent? Oh crap. Yeah, but I wanted to get organic material in here. Hey, Admiral Doc. Yeah, I guess I'm going to die now as well, because one of my mission objectives actually was to lure an enemy into my fucking docking bay. Right, and you can't actually have to get a warning. Yeah. Knife enemy in the docking strip. Great. How did anything get to R7? Ugh, this sucks. Okay, so now I have a huge ass problem. Yeah, but it said lure an enemy into your docking bay in one of the objectives. And now I have a huge ass problem because I can't get back to my ship. Okay, wait, let's just try this out. And see if we can get through this alive. I don't think so, but who knows. Yeah, and that's it. So, 8-bit died. Ah, come on, let's just die and reset. Remind me to never again try this. Yeah. RIP. So guys, let me actually check my objectives, because I was pretty sure there was locate and dock with quarantined vessel. That's the thing. And then lure biological organisms. So, yeah, I didn't have a quarantined vessel. That's the problem. I see. A Windows partition to play some games did not run on Linux. Oh, I actually have Windows on here. Using Windows on my normal home private laptop. But yeah, I mean, at work I'm always using Linux. So you know, if you're always using Linux with everything that you everywhere, right, on your servers, on your work laptop, then having Windows on your private laptop is kind of a nice change. You know what I mean? So let's see. So we have Hatnex. We have... I don't think Admiral Doc has... Well, I think you just became our medic. And... 8-bit, so let's see. Oh yeah, these are not very strong guys. Generator, motion gather, tow, and stealth. Oh, stealth is useful. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, updating Windows is indeed special. Like, what is Windows doing when you shut this thing down and it says preparing updates, and then you boot it up and it says preparing updates again? And I never understood that. It never made any sense whatsoever. Let me check this room first. So there's at least some fuel in there. Chip upgrade empty power inlet. Okay. Good. We actually started off really well in that last playthrough. We gathered tons and tons of scrap. That was great. But then I decided to... Some frame drops? Really? I don't have any frame drops. It might be that I have some high CPU load. I think that's it. So if you see some stuttering, that might be a little bit high CPU load. I forgot to change the encoding from my settings that I use when I stream from my PlayStation to when I stream on my PC. And streaming on the same PC that you're using to play the game might be a little bit too much for my CPU. So yeah, it's not really frame drops, it's more or less just the encoding lagging. I'm sorry about that. Didn't check that before. And then I started streaming and nobody was there, so I really actually didn't care all that much. But I hope that it's otherwise looking fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's only a laptop CPU and Core i5. Actually a pretty good Core i5, but I guess it's only good on paper. And that's the problem with this thing. Let me see, I don't think I gathered the fuel over there. That's what we're going to do first. And we got nothing. It's a dual core i5 Admiral Dock. I don't think when I bought this there was a mobile Core i5 that had quad core. Yeah, I had Nix, but I'm not really interested in installing Linux on my private machine again. I've been running Slackware for years. I mean, literally for years. But I have the feeling this is the sort of hardware setup in this laptop that won't play nice with Linux. Because for whatever reason in the year 2016, almost 26 years after Linux has been invented, we still have hardware issues with Linux. Great, huh? Yeah, it's especially hilarious. I'm working with high-end business servers in my day-to-day job, right? And they have extremely specific hardware. If you know what I mean. It's like really expensive, specific hardware that you won't just find anywhere. And those machines have drivers for Linux, for everything. Mellanox Ethernet cards. There's a driver for that. You won't find any of that outside of the business world, but when it comes to private hardware, things are not quite as nice. And yes, I understand the point that it's not a fault of Linux itself, it's the point of the hardware manufacturer not working on drivers for Linux, but it still kind of shows that the system is not quite there yet, I think. Let's say it like that. I think it's a little bit unfair to say this, I know, but it's annoying. Annoying as hell. So I have to find that door. Oh crap, I can't. Go out, go out, go out, go out. Jesus Christ, okay, so I can't get my hands on that door. Weird. It's not powered. Oh, come on. I don't like this. Too much yellow. Oh well, never mind. Let's end this. I think that's the best idea. Because I really don't want to risk all of my guys. Oh, my T430 that I have at work. It's my work machine. Works perfectly with that. There's no problem whatsoever. And I had a T420S that I owned privately when I was still running Linux on everything. And that thing worked perfectly fine as well. It only had some issues with overheating, but that was not due to Linux, that was due to laptop hardware. Because for whatever reason, laptops have to get thinner, and then they completely forget about how to do good cooling in those machines. And you have the same issues on Windows laptops, actually. Like my gaming machine here, I'm put it on a cooling station just to keep it at a temperature that it won't burn away. This also is a pretty crappy galaxy. Right. What do we have here? Space station. Oh, let's travel there. Awesome. I will check if I can repair that guy in the next... We'll go to the next thing. Yeah, exactly, Admiral Doc, sizzling hot. That's what the S stands for. I always thought the same. The cool thing was, on Linux you can actually install a tool that's called ThinkFan that allows you to apply more aggressive profiles for your fan. Which means normally if you leave it to the standard control and the standard driver options, then it will wait until the whole laptop heats up to 98 degrees before it will enable the second level of your fan, right? So your fan will always go like in super silent mode, and then when it's 98 degrees it will go a little bit faster to get the heat out of the machine. And if you use ThinkFan and apply a more aggressive profile, you have a fan at almost maximum speed all the time, but at least your laptop stays at something like 60 or 70 degrees temperature. So that's not too bad. And even 420, you can get that thing to burn if you calculate 3 or 4 MD5 sums at the same time on dev random. So if you really get the CPU load up to the maximum, that thing was going to burn down too. We tried that. So let's see. Nothing else in here. I've got a little bit of scrap in this room, which is nice. And hopefully a little bit of fuel as well. Yeah, you know, it's a thing when you're bored in university and then the guy who sits behind you comes around. and says, "Hey, I thought you have heating problems with your T420S. I've bought a T420. I'm so smart." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, what do you do with that?" "Oh, yeah, I'm browsing a little bit in the web and stuff." And then like, "Well, let's try this." And then whoop, 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 whoop. And he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yeah, but you can at least work against that stuff a little bit if you use ThinkFan, because that's a really useful tool." And I recommend that to any Linux user who's having a ThinkPad. At least the 420 series and lower. I'm not sure if it works with the newer ones. No, oh right. So let's see, navigate 1 to R2. Yeah, I mean, at least they should wait a moment, I feel a little bit stupid right now. There are only those rooms that I can see there, so there was no point in doing what I just did. Huh. Should I risk it? Should I? Ah, come on, let's try it out. No risk. Oh, crap, I think there was something. What was there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so. I mean, don't think A4 is powered. So, yeah, that's it. That's the whole ship. Not really the best outcome, considering all the stuff we invested to get here, but never mind. Well, it costs money, and saving money is the main objective for most companies, especially in the IT world. I mean, you have to think about, especially hardware is getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, which means the margins, the profit margins on this hardware is getting lower too. Right, so every time you can save even a couple of euros in the overall production process of your product, that's good for you. And that's why laptops nowadays are not built with the highest quality materials anymore. I mean, think about the old IBM laptops. Their whole casing was actually built out of a metal frame. So you could literally take those things and smash somebody's head in, and it would still work. Nowadays, only in the ThinkPad at least, only the most important parts, like the part of the monitor that's going to get pressure on, and some of the main board and stuff like that is in a metal cage, not in a whole metal casing, which is still better than most of the other stuff that you can buy. I'm not saying that this is... wait. I actually wanted to look at this ship. Yeah, can I actually repair it? Nah, it would cost me quite a lot of scrap, so I'm going to wait. Yeah, but how can you lose reputation if you're the most shining monkey in a bowl full of dirty monkeys? So you can't really lose any reputation because the others are still worse than you are. I mean, it's a consumer market, right? It's business to private person, not business to business. And the competition is only high due to all the clutter. But brand names and things still matter. I mean, why are the people buying expensive MacBooks and iPads and iPhones when they could have cheaper stuff that's exactly as good as this stuff in terms of the quality, but it doesn't have the branding on it? I've seen people buying MacBook Pro for 1,500 euros, which had Windows XP on it. Windows XP on a MacBook, pre-installed, not with Parallels or any virtual machine stuff. Nope, pre-installed, not even Mac OS or OS X. So yeah, they just wanted to have that brand name and that hardware. They could have bought a ThinkPad and would have gotten the same thing, but it wouldn't look as cool, right? Yeah, exactly, the one-eyed king among the blind. So what do we have here? Broken drill. Man drill malfunction occurred at 17. One person severely injured but stable. Drill It hit unregistered deposit. Surface at stage 2, causing the centrifuge to jam up, okay. Blood pressure caused the structure to buckle, loose, whatever. The worker tending to the issue serving his left leg. Drilling has ceased. As we investigate, report will update, I guess. At least UPDA kind of suggests that. But that didn't help me any further. They weren't able to, she wasn't able to connect it to any previous event. Wait, where the fuck are we? I like this spread. Yeah, and that actually was at a time when stuff like Windows 7 was already out, so it was not like he actually had to choose that, and he was like, no, but I want this. And you could order it like that. I was like, what the fuck, man? You know, OS X at least is a proper Unix system with a fancy UI put on top. But Windows XP, when you could have Windows 7 and a cheaper machine that works better. What is wrong with people? That was when I was still studying, and I was actually in a network club in university that provided the internet connection, so we were playing ISP for the dormitories. And while it was extremely interesting and fun, there were people like that coming to your support and asking you how to get their internet. This is another one of these small ships that do not provide all that much. Great. So that's it for this ship. Wasn't really what I expected or hoped for. At least free scrap. And we have 7 days survived, so better than our last playthrough. And we can't go to that thing over there anymore, to that Stargate. A little bit sad. At least we can go here. And board this ship. Early on in the game, the first 2 rooms usually aren't infested with enemies. At least from what I know, but at some point in the game, when you move on to a certain galaxy, then you will actually have to get as quickly as possible to this generator and close that first door. In order to move on. So Headnix, do your duty. Is there anything powered up? Yeah. This is going to be annoying. Oh, great. Great. You don't know what's in there. The only chance we have left now to make progress would be to dock in A3. And pray to God that R4 is actually visible to motion. It is. Great. isn't that? And there's nothing in here. Are you kidding me? So this is not really our only chance. Ever heard of the free games pseudo kill? It's kind of similar to Duskers, but you use Unix commands to control the game. Funny idea. Oh, I didn't know that. Do you know if it came out before? Actually, what's that? Is that A5? Did that game come out before or after Duskers? That's something I want to know about right now. Jesus H. Christ. So wait. Okay, get out of here. This is bad because we can't move on from here on. We can't get to the next generator because oh wait, maybe we can. Because that generator has to be in R7, right? And maybe I could do something about this. So if I say doc A1, let me try this out. Last time I said that I actually managed to kill all my guys. Navigate A1. Navigate 2 to R1. Doc A4. Oh, I see. So, but they did take inspiration from Duskers. Pooh! So, at least we got that guy locked in there. We're losing a bit of scrap, yeah, but that's something nice, I'd say. Maybe we're not really using scrap. We can still send this dude to R5 or any of the other rooms up there that we have no real interest in getting into. A Java game framework, oh, that doesn't sound too nice. Why did I do that? Oh, what is 8-bit doing there? Move in. I'm a little bit picky about Java stuff. Because it usually doesn't work quite as nice as they promise. If you say the game is good, I will actually take a look at it. Because I mean, why not? Duskers is a great game. It's actually really fun to play. a little bit too difficult at times, I think. Especially with you being so extremely dependent on your fuel and the scrap, and you don't get much scrap. And to make things worse, the more you move on in this game, the worse it gets. Right, so if you move on, then you'll find even less scrap, no matter what you do. And that's kind of annoying, because at some point the game becomes almost unbeatable. So there's a little scrap in here. Search the room. Great stuff, so at least one scrap. Nice. Let's see if we can lure an enemy out there. By the way, are you still experiencing frame drops and stuff like that? Or is it overall running okay? I guess right now it's not running okay. No, it should. So there doesn't seem to be anything in there. Oh, well, let's try this out. No risk, no fun. And we can always start over. I mean, that's why this is called randomized permanent death machines, right? We're not dying. What do we have here? Cannot use tower upgrade permanently installed. Oh, that's sad. So let's dock at A6 and leave this ship. Ah, I see. Yeah, I guess that's because then the CPU load goes up. Because like I said, I don't have an OBS, I can't see any actual frame drops, and I only see high CPU load because of the intensive encoding that I'm using right now. But if it's overall okay, I mean it's only a couple of times that this is happening, then I guess it's all fine by me. And we can still do one jump over there. So let me first get this stuff in. How much does it take to repair this guy? Repair full 7. Okay, good. We're going to do that. Because having an extra drone or not having an extra drone, that still kind of matters, doesn't it? So now travel over there. Nope. Drone config. Doesn't really have much modules. Oh, well, maybe I'm just leaving him as backup. And board this ship. Okay. Still no new data coming in. This is a little bit sad, because that's really what interests me the most. Like, what can you figure out by continue playing this game? I wonder what memories an 8-bit figured out about this galaxy over here. Because he has been playing this game for 74 hours, as far as I know. And I'm only at 14, I think. 14 or 15 hours. And that's not quite all that much. Still a lot for me. Even Alpha Centauri, which is a game that I played, at least from my personal feeling, like ages, only has 25 hours playtime by me. Or 24 hours in a couple of minutes. Holy smoke. Close D4. Open D11. Ah, come on. You went straight back in. That's the thing with these big rooms, right? That guy doesn't want to go out. Great. Nice. Okay, it was totally worth the risk. Actually, I was thinking about streaming Siberia 1 at some point. Maybe later this evening or during the night. Or, matter of fact, actually maybe after your stream, Hatnix. I'm just wondering if anyone would watch that. Because Siberia is not that much of a famous game, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to end this ship. I think that's it for this galaxy. I don't really want to risk running into anything. I should also start using markers on the rooms so that I remember where I sent the enemies to. Because I really wonder if anyone would like to see Siberia. It's a great game. Okay. I haven't finished it, but I've come pretty damn far, to say the least. So let's see, move to the galaxy. Let's go to the next one. Jump there. And let me see. This is not looking good, actually. I don't know Gen with glasses, to be honest. So I'm not sure. I guess it's a she. Jen at least sounds female. So if you would hand me her, maybe her... Wait, let me rephrase that. So I could check out her VODs, but I really don't know because I've never watched any of her streams. It's really difficult to talk while you're thinking about what you want to do in the game. Oh Jesus H Christ, look at that. Look at that. Okay, before we do anything else, dock A2 and find out if there's any enemy in there. Really? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, worth a try. Yeah, the problem is that D12 back there is open. And by the time I entered, there was an enemy running straight after me. So we have to work ourselves through this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Of course D12 doesn't activate with that thing. Oops. Let me check out the room to the right first. Nothing in here. But there's an enemy up there, definitely. Let's see if we can actually get that thing to move all the way to the right. Because A2 isn't powered up either, so we can't do that much. Oh, we're waiting for any of this to happen. Great. Now we can gather all the stuff. Great. Now come on, gather. Me. How did he get through there? Oops, nope, nope. Okay, next, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream for a full hour because I'm already streaming for more than 2. And I thought I was streaming till 6. And then maybe continue later this night. So it might be that I'm not there anymore when you come back, but I will try to be at your stream. Definitely, because Flight of the Amazon Queen, great game. So I'm actually trying to get through this ship, and there's only this one door. This ain't too shabby, really. We got 2 drones out of this thing. And quite a lot of scrap. That's not bad. I don't think there was anything up here. Oh, there was. Ah, reroute power. That's going to be useful as well. So navigate 3 to R6. And I think that's already going to be it for me, because I'm not interested in trying out the rooms over there to the right. They're probably infested with enemies. And we got quite a lot out of the ship. 8 scrap. We got the drone Twicky with speed boost 1, and we finally have interface and Holly. Also reroute power. So that was good. It was really good. Because we can now use reroute power. Reroute switch rooms get powered by a power inlet, which means that, for example, if we want to connect the rooms in a different order, then we get it by just powering up. We can do that now. At least I think that's what it's going to do. Let's see the drones. Oh, Holly has 130, that's good. That's really good. But for today I think I'm going to call it a day. I streamed for 2 hours 18 minutes and I'm a little bit tired. Besides, I want to grab some food. So we go back to the main menu. And well, I'm going to enjoy some nice supper. I wish you a pleasant Sunday, and maybe we'll see each other later tonight, because I have a free day tomorrow, so why not stream all the way into the night? And yeah, until then, have a nice Sunday and bye bye.